think either of us really understood what it felt like for a black man to be handed the shield.
I'm literally from the 1940s.
Yeah.
like it's a bit of a blind spot for me. I'm really sorry.
It was a part of his deprogramming. It's like, dude, you can't say that.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Just want to remind you, if you guys are enjoying yourselves on this video, I want you guys to hit that like button. It helps us out tremendously. We really do appreciate you. And don't worry, I'm going to stop yakking, and we're going to get on with Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Hi.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I think we're good.
Birdman and the Coal Boy, Season 1, Episode 5. Do we have to wait for you to fucking write out the whole thing on the slate?
No, can you just edit it in post?
Yeah, no, I'll put a little thing on. I'll put a little thing on. I'll put a,
Yeah,
right. No, it'll be. I like it'll be like, oh hey, bud, it's Birdman and the Coal Boy, Season 1, Episode 5.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Sean Tank Top. I'm over here at Casa de Tank Top. I got myself the Burly Boys over there. You know them, you love them. What's going on? We got ourselves Alex Cruz. They're helping me cover Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or AKA Birdman and the Cold Boy, AKA Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and the Baron, and sometimes Sharon.
That was a good one.
We got ourselves Sexy Lexi over there. How you doing over there, Alex?
I'm doing good. I have a pimple, guys.
Oh,
you got a pimple? Dude, like, isn't that the fucking biggest bummer? Like, once you get, like, north of about, like, 32, 33, you're like, Jesus Christ was dead and alive by this time, and I still got to worry about fucking pimples.
Yeah, there's that whole, like, puberty part 2, apparently.
Yeah, there's stress. I think it's more stress than anything. I mean, something like that, you know. But I don't know. At least from where I am, you look okay, buddy. You
fix it in post. Fix it in post.
We got the Scorty Malordy. It's Scott Kane. How you doing over there, Scott?
I'm just fine, Sean. Really happy to be recording this with you guys. If anyone's curious, we're doing this Saturday morning because of scheduling conflicts, so we're drinking.
We had a thing going on.
Coffee and water instead of beer today, but
there you go. Yeah. There you go. But I'm, a little early to rise, but this is a pretty good way to start the day.
I'm so excited, and it's been really difficult because, and this actually speaks to the show. My brother and a lot of my friends are following this show religiously, and they like our commentary, right? So they're like texting me, "Yo, dog, did you see that?" Right. And I'm like, "Shut the hell up!"
One takeaway before we watch this episode. What are you guys thinking?
Yeah. So in the first episode, when Walker shows up at the high school rally, there's all the media cameras on him, and at the end of the last episode, when he straight bludgeoned that dude to death with the shield, you could see that everyone was like, recording it on their phone. I'm just anticipating that in kind of the often horrific way that contemporary brutal acts of man can be caught on camera, we're going to see like a fallout from that, right? Yes. Like it's going to be shared on social media. He's gonna
go viral, and not in the way that you want.
That's right.
Basically.
That's right.
Yeah. I want to see the equivalent, the Avengers equivalent of the PR person from The Boys. Like, who's gonna get shit on?
Like that nervous Nelly redhead gal.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
Awesome in that show, by the way.
Yeah, she's great. She's great.
Yeah, but she's like, I can't fucking do it this week. He cut a guy's head off on camera. You know what I mean, or whatever.
Yeah, like if Nick has to, if like Fury has to step in, and be like, listen, you're technically not my guy.
I love it. It's like, I'm tired of these motherfucking Captain Americas cutting off heads in this motherfucking country. That's what he would say.
Yeah. I'm just excited to see who this cameo apparently is supposed to make people cry. I know you mentioned that last week.
Well, okay. So one thing that I will say that I kind of
did you lie about that?
I didn't lie.
You embellished.
I was misinformed on the internet. Whoever would have thunk it? I think I might have conflated. I think that the producer. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but one of the producers had mentioned that it's going to be that this is their favorite episode of the show of the season, and that it's very emotional, in parts, and that there is a cameo that people kind of will be talking about. So I kind of maybe took the emotion thing, took that and kind of conflated it, and that's what kind of put us into the whole like, is this going to be, are we bringing in Chris Evans, which we kind of poo-pooed that idea, which I don't think would be a good move. So the cameo might not even be super heavy. It might be pretty light.
Yeah.
It might be something like that. We don't know, but it's going to be.
You just really like edging people, don't you? You just really just.
I mean, I got to keep people. I'm trying to elicit that kind of that like I want to get those subs. I want to get those likes and stuff like that. I want to get people
subscribe.
I was just about to go into my read before we get going on this thing. If you guys want to help out the channel at all, in any way, the cheapest and easiest way to do that is to give us a little like and a little subscribe. It really helps us out a lot. It helps other people find the channel, and we would really appreciate it if you guys would do that. Also, if you guys want to get the full and uncut reactions earlier than everybody else, and you get them completely expanded with everything that we leave, like, because sometimes we got to cut some of the extended discussion or some other jokes and stuff like that just for time, because we got to kind of compress it for these YT edits, and you want to get those before everyone else. Like, so whatever this cameo ends up being, if you guys, or however the finale plays out, and you guys want to make sure that you see that before anyone else does, you can hit us up at patreon.com/SeanTankTop. Hit us up at the Vassal tier, $8 a month. You unlock that, and you unlock all of the rest of our Disney Plus coverage. That's going to include The Mandalorian. That's going to include all of the Disney Plus shows. It's going to include all of our Marvel coverage and a bunch of other stuff. We're just starting to do Invincible, and then we're going to start rolling those out as well. So you also get this coverage, and you get Invincible coverage. So make sure you hit us up over at patreon.com/SeanTankTop. So we're ready to go. If you guys are ready to set off, let's watch this thing, huh?
All right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was so sad. I wanted to see more of Battlestar.
I think Lamar's done. They might roadie him. They might roadie him a little bit. I think he's dead. I think he's gone. Unfortunately.
R.I.P. Battlestar. You had a small but important role in this show.
We really liked him. Oh, I remember, dude. I just remember when he died. I remember Scott was like, Lamar.
I liked him. New character.
It was really, no, me too. I mean, like, we really felt it over here.
So he's running very fast.
He's Tom Cruise running. Oh, the blood's still on the shield. This is like he ran away from the square.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting that they're showing Walker as clearly very, very grief-stricken.
Good shot.
Yeah. Good. That's incredible.
You saw what happened. You know what I had to do.
No.
I killed him because I had to.
Damn. Oh, they're really leaning into that blood.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised by Disney Plus showing that.
You don't want to do this.
Yeah, we do.
Damn. Well, I'm ready.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, man. Are we going to have to watch Walker beat our boys? Lame.
They're going to take a shellacking, I think.
Yeah.
There we go.
Falcon's really got a lot of integrated jets into his movement.
Yeah. Right. I mean, just give him a whole suit. Seriously. Come on.
This feels very personal.
It is.
Oh, you know what it is? They were like, we didn't like you from the jump.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Bucky. Keep it. Keep it.
Why are you making me do this?
Why are you making me do this?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, the fucking arm.
That's kind of cute.
Little break dance.
Oh, drag him.
Very, very telling that they're literally fighting over the shield.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like the subtext has now become text.
Yeah.
Captain America.
Oh!
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit. This is like them trying to pull the fucking...
Yep, the glove.
The thing off of...
The gauntlet.
The gauntlet off of Thanos.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Oh, that's so gnarly. Oh.
Does the serum heal?
I think it does give you general regenerative effect.
Dude, they are fucked up, all three of them. It's like, you know what I thought? Like, you know, whenever he says, like, I'm Captain America, I think of Tywin Lannister. It's like, he who must call himself king is no true king. You know what I mean? Like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's the heaviest opening. That's the heaviest opening that they've had so far.
Captain America killing a foreign national in public.
This is that PR moment, you know?
Yes, exactly. You just got to bring Kaylee McKinney in, and she's like, "Listen, he was just joking. Like, you know, it's one of those. He's just trolling the media. Like, it's
yes.
Oh, yes.
Put it on, dude. No, see, he's carrying it in his hand. He's not wearing it yet. They're gonna make a thing about it when he's gonna like smash that shield
like,
on.
Until he puts it in, right? Yeah.
I don't think you understand the gravity of the situation.
No, but like I really was angry.
Yeah.
I was just like really angry. Have you met Lamar? He's such a good dude. Like,
I understand that. I understand that.
oh man.
What's interesting is he's just not getting what he wants, and that is like driving him insane.
And trained me to do, and I did it.
He's right.
I did it well.
It's powerful. How dare you try to disavow me? I am the monster that you made, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Again, shout out to Wyatt Russell. Continues to kill this role in the fantasy realm. Like, you know, like, but like it is such like a thankless role.
I think you need to put a disclaimer every time you talk about Wyatt playing him, like in the like not real.
Yeah.
Again, we love you, Wyatt. Some nice heels.
Yeah.
These boots are not made for walking.
What?
Valentina.
What?
Actually, it's Contessa Valentina Liquid.
What?
Why the fuck is the Veep cast seeping into Falcon and the Winter Soldier? This is getting outrageous.
What is this?
You did the right thing.
She's like the Blackwater
Right.
element
Yeah.
of this.
Really belong to the government. It's kind of a legal gray area.
Go out and get it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That was a stunning entrance, lengthy monologue, and then immediate exit by Julie Louis-Dreyfus.
Oh wow! Look at this.
Hey,
Oh, this is the
it's gotta be
monument he's
Sokovia.
talking about.
Yeah, look at
Yeah.
that.
Decided I'm not going to kill you. Imagine my relief.
Zemo, you fuck with a lot of people. Like, I wonder if he's like afraid of death or if he's just nihilistic. Like he's like, I just don't think you're going to kill me.
Uh-oh. Don't do it.
He's not gonna.
His dance moves are too good.
Ooh. Ooh. That is very dramatic.
Pretty corny, yeah.
Yeah, that is melodramatic. Excited to see what they do with Zemo. I mean, he's probably their #1 political terrorist in the history of Wakanda, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, like he's even worse than like Ulysses Claw, you know?
Right.
Like as far as how much they want him, you know?
Alex just straight shrugging at the camera.
Fair enough.
Well, it's going to be wild for Wakandans because they're going to be like, listen, hold on, a white person with 2 arms? Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Because before it was like they only like they knew Bucky and then Claw who had missing an arm.
Oh, that's so true.
It's like this is how you know what a white person is in their school.
Yeah, like, they teach it in class. Oh fuck. Is he gonna give it to Isaiah? Like, you keep this for me.
Wow. Oh fuck.
Like no one knows about Isaiah right now,
He's
except
hella
for
off the
those
grid.
two, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Bucky and Sam, right?
I think this is going to be fucking a very emotional dialogue here.
Steve did not put you in jail.
Wow.
Shot up with different versions of that serum.
Well, they're really gonna go into it.
And I feel almost obliged to state that you should look up the Tuskegee incident, where, I mean,
yes,
there is a history of non-consensual
medical
experimentation on African Americans that this is clearly a deep allusion to.
Those are my men, my brothers, not evidence.
Damn.
And I brought them boys back. Not that it made a damn.
He did almost the same thing that Cap did in the first Avenger, but
Cap famously went and saved the Howling Commandos as to get like the crew back together.
Mm-hmm.
They experimented on me. Trying to figure out why this serum worked.
Damn. It's kind of interesting that Sam's role here is just to receive this information from Isaiah. He kind of, he asked him, he just wants to understand.
And sometimes that's what you have to do in order to just grant a fuller picture, is just to listen.
We'll never let a black man be Captain America.
Goddamn.
And even if they did, no self-respecting black man.
Oh, goddamn.
Wow.
Wow, this totally shifted.
And you can understand it. You can completely understand it from Isaiah's perspective on that. I mean, like, you know.
How many people still owe mom and dad something?
All of them?
Oof.
Bucky.
No way. Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, that's so cute. We really are getting those. At first, I thought you were a dick, bro, but now you're my bro.
Yeah, man. I was drawing penises on your face while you were asleep. You know, like back in the first couple days. Yeah, that was me, dude.
Oh no, is that a romantic admiring glare of the sister at Bucky?
Oh, I don't
I mean,
know.
I think that's just any red-blooded human being looking at Bucky. Like,
That's true. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, she's like, I always like the sad boys. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I can fix him.
No, you can't, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot.
I think that's a romantic stare back.
Oh.
Yep, dude, I fucking
they
told
are kind
you.
of doing it. Yep.
I told you.
You know Bucky's gonna mess with him now.
Oh my god.
Or at the very least, like, he's like, okay, yeah, I got a way that I can get under his skin. Kind of it. There we go.
Do the next one.
Yeah.
It's obviously very easy for you, Bucky.
No,
Right.
it's like one of those, like, I just want you to know that I can do this.
Right, exactly. No, that's the same thing with the sister. I just want you to know that I can.
Yeah. Oh man, Heineken product placement.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever. I don't know. I don't love it.
Do you like to drink skunk juice?
But don't flirt with my sister.
There it is.
He's the one that killed our boy?
Yes.
What? Don't lie to him.
He's lying to meet these moral ends, though.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's doing some mental gymnastics right now.
Such a lame font, too.
I think they kind of designed it to look like that, like a Gatorade bottle or something.
Again,
Right, and him too, like him in the helmet, he looks awkward and weird. Like, I think they made everything just a little bit off, you know.
Running away in that Algerian prison.
Meanwhile, back in John Wick land.
Wait, she's talking to Batroc?
Oh my God, yes.
Is this the power broker then?
I don't know.
Hi, Sarah. I told you.
This is a little corny, but whatever.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
They're cheesing it up. No. I mean, like, have you seen a Lethal Weapon movie?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Shit, you know what I mean? Like, they gotta do it a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. We're training with the shield.
Hell yeah. He made that look very easy to do.
I don't think either of us really understood what it felt like for a black man to be handed the shield.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm literally from the 1940s. Dude. like it's a bit of a blind spot for me. I'm really sorry.
It was a part of his deprogramming. And it's like, dude, you can't say that.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Who needs closure about something And you're the only person.
He's got to go back to Yuri.
Yeah, that's great.
He's got to go back to talk to Yuri. That's going to be a tough scene.
Man, Sam Wilson, kind of a motivational speaker, I guess.
Yeah, man.
He's got a lot of that almost like charismatic presenter kind of quality.
Absolutely. I think, and that's also that's Mackie too. I mean, that guy
totally
is just a charisma factor. You know what I'm saying? Like that guy could fucking sell like great popsicles to a woman in white gloves.
Right,
like,
exactly.
It's just like.
I'm not trying to brag, I'm just a guy in a suit, a little zenga for the ladies, you know what I mean?
Thanks for the help, man.
Oh, are they gonna kiss now? Come on.
They better.
Just a little peck.
Oh, give him the handshake. Give him something. Oh. I get a lot of big Will Smith energy from Anthony Mackie in this. Because it's like a bunch of him staring slightly off camera and delivering vague moral platitudes. And that's a very very Will Smith role.
He's thankfully not getting into the type shit, type thing. Like, oh, that's hot.
Oh, that's hot.
Come on, dude.
There you go.
I'm ready for a training montage right now.
Yes! Uh-oh, here we go.
So, I think we're going to get our Buffy shots here, right?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, there we go. You know that they would have played the Rocky theme in the background right now if they had the rights to it. They would have done it.
We can even see what it would look like right now. He's getting his fucking Carl Weathers fucking Creed Rocky thing. It's absolutely that.
I wonder what his costume's gonna look like. Is he gonna keep the same costume? Or
I wonder.
I
wonder. That'll be interesting. I think they'll do like a different, maybe like a different paint job.
Whatever it is, it just needs to cover his frickin' arms and legs. Okay, like just give the man some more protection.
Topping the charts of things that Alex Cruz will not let go.
Sam screwed him out of a small fortune not long.
That's Batroc, right?
Is he an MMA guy in real life?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is George St. Pierre.
Okay. Because that cauliflower ear is really the second.
Good nibble on that thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I want to dip it in ranch sauce.
So there's some degree of like technophobic, or fear the future, abilities here.
Uh-oh.
So that was their sort of Hell Hydra moment, One World.
And Ben Bernanke's about to get, shivved by these dudes.
Oh my god, right.
Not a lot of Federal Reserve Board chairman call-outs in the YouTube game, but, New costume.
New costume. Let's fucking do it.
Please be a fucking suit. Like a metal Iron Man suit. You need it, bud.
Come on, buddy.
Yeah, they're really good.
Oh,
man.
We don't
come
get
on.
it. We don't get it. Oh,
come on.
Okay, but there is a stinger scene. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What is this motherfucker doing?
Dude.
Oh, he's melting his metals down.
Oh, wow. Oh, he's making a... Oh, wow. He's just making just a new one himself.
A diet shield for a diet cap.
Yeah. Well, the subtlety is not going to be lost on anyone here, right? Like, that is something.
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
What you were saying about Julia's cameo, she brought that Veep energy for sure, which competent, like
she's so kind of nervous and kind of bumbling or whatever, but it was definitely that kind of, we need somebody who can come in, be kind of snarky, like be like a quick, like fast talking, in the know type of thing, and she killed it in that regard.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, she's got an exceptional amount of poise as an actress. I love Veep. Yeah. I actually rewatched it recently. And her ability to kind of hold and command attention, even when you're essentially just delivering insults over and over and over again, is really impressive as an actress.
She's Blackwater. essentially.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say? It seems like it. She's a military, contractor.
There's so much more being set up that I cannot imagine them tying it up in a nice bow in this last. They got one episode to save the world.
Yeah,
they got one episode to fix the
world. So
Yeah.
I definitely think that's gonna get a second season because they're just. I would hope that Baron's not done.
I think there are going to be when they set up some of these shows, they're going to have characters that kind of might auxiliary sort of peel off and then become parts of other shows.
Yeah.
There's a character,
Yeah.
There's a character from WandaVision that peels off. I'm just talking about it bears saying in this conversation, but there's a character that peels off that I do think will become. I don't think that they're going to do another WandaVision again. I don't think they're going to do a season 2. But I think that there's a character that might go to the Secret Wars.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be interesting in that way that they're not going to be this could get a season 2. Of course, I would like to get a season 2. I think that Bucky and Sam can kind of only operate can not only operate, but they operate best in a story like this. And could we have Bucky in a Wakandan set show? Sure, we could. Of course, we could. We've established that he has a relationship with Wakanda, but I don't know. I mean, they can do it in different ways. I know that they have not announced and they have not announced a season 2 of any of their shows at all.
Yeah, but does it make sense to make motion pictures based on these series that you have to kind of go back if you're a casual fan like me to then kind of understand
Well, I mean that's the inherent kind of I guess problem or issue with the MCU. I mean, it's just if there are gonna be more things that you pick up on if you've watched all of them.
Yeah.
There's just it's just how they've built it, and it's also you really want to really kind of fully experience the breadth of this. You got to watch all of our shit.
Non-compromising.
Diabolical.
Yeah. The MCU is a strict daddy. He demands from you.
Yeah. No. That's where Kevin Feige comes in. He goes you got to do the work.
Yeah, can we talk about Sam for a second? Speaking of do the work, right?
It was very much back in focus on Sam, and I'm really happy that they decided to do that.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing that I learned about Sam in this episode is that he is capable of speaking with respect and tact and understanding to people that he's at conflict with, as a way of winning them over. We talked a little bit about that charismatic power earlier, and now that he's being shot as Captain America, he's just looking at the camera and being don't do drugs, and you're oh yeah, this feels great or whatever, right? I am enjoying it. It's a little bland thus far. I hope they give him a little bit more flavor because he's been kind of mostly mediating relationships with other people, and a little bit of Sam himself is lost in that, but that's also the problem with being Captain America. Right, is you have to be an icon or something.
Steve is at odds because he's a man out of time in a world that he is still kind of, he comes to understand it, I think, by the end of his story, obviously. Yeah. But that was always a hook on him. You're I understood that reference. I understood. And thus and so with Sam kind of coming to inheriting the mantle of Captain America, I mean, that whole scene with Isaiah, which I really liked, and what I thought was very good, was kind of him as a black man inheriting the mantle of the Shield and everything and Captain America and everything, to be able to address the problems as Captain America the same way that he had to do it, but it was very kind of just more centrally focused on the historical trauma that it's been visited upon people of color.
Yeah, for sure.
I like that dialogue for sure.
It was good. It was
I'm not looking, and I keep saying this, but a broken record, but I'm not looking for Disney to help solve any issues. I mean, they're obviously not going to go into it too much, like you said, Scott. I'm very surprised that they went this far. That divide between like Isaiah's view, and then what Sam has to deal with, and it's it opens up a conversation like what does this mean for people of color, especially now. But I do appreciate that they like I do hope this starts discords with like within other people,
for them to not kind of like really have like a like at least a little bit of a conversation about it. I think same way we're just like, well, racism's done because we had a black president. You know what I mean? It's like, no, it very fucking is not. And the same thing where they're kind of having a little bit of that conversation within the mechanics of this show. And like, and to not, because to turn a blind eye to that, I think it would be like pretty foolhardy, especially this type of a show within the MCU, which there's a lot of kooky, crazy fantasy stuff and everything like that. This is very much more world-based. I mean, we're dealing with pandemics and refugees and shit. Like, there's no way that they couldn't.
A lot of this show hitherto was like basically asking, can Sam pick up the shield? Like, is he allowed to become Captain America by others, right? Which is fascinating and interesting and, whatever. I think that Isaiah actually introduces in a really powerful way a second, like, fundamental moral question is, why do you want to do this? Because, he's telling him, why would you want to assume this mantle that has been so brutal to myself and others? And then you have to watch Sam overcome that and answer in the affirmative. He says, I want to do it. It's because it is still the right thing to me. I think that that's probably the important moral point in this whole show. And it's going to kind of, I don't know, echo throughout the rest of it.
Right. And it's like, and it's not the fact, and I do appreciate the fact that it's not like he had to sit there and tell Isaiah why. It's not like that they were even presenting Isaiah as like being wrong about
or villainous, just like, or cynical, or cruel, or
cynical.
Something.
It's like no, I completely fucking understand why you would feel that way, and it's correct for you to feel that way. Now, kind of having, at least from Sam at this point, like at least holding the gravity of that history, he can thus more definitively say yes.
He answers in the affirmative, which I think is super important. I'm just amazed that it's like such a deep question to like hit at him in a Disney Plus show.
And I think that and something that's a deep question that would be very hard to get into, like these kind of smash 'em, punch 'em up type of MCU movies, and you can kind of not only really do them. I think that some of the MCU has gone into some really, really decent thematic like material and stuff, but you can really kind of you can take a lot more time with something that's like a little more complex. And that's cool. I mean, like, and this was a big heavy thing. I mean, they started out with that big fight, and then there wasn't much of action after that, and it was all character because they're leading up for the big fucking. It's gonna be a big fucking just.
They only have one episode left. Like there's a lot of show that has to happen in the next episode.
Right.
And I would not be surprised if Walker and Zemo are just not in this anymore. And that they're part of the show.
I think Zemo is definitely gone. I think Zemo is out.
Yeah.
I think he was. He was.
Rest in peace to a true player. Incredible. Political terrorist.
What are you doing? I'm
really
here with my Jean-Claude Van Damme voice.
You
get taken away to Wakanda. You know what I mean? Like, I do think he's done. I think he's out, at least for the duration of this series, for sure. They're gonna bring him back, though.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna bring him back. Like they released the Zemo dancing cut.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean? Like they're not gonna not fucking. They're gonna Agatha him for sure. I think. I kind of have a bit of a handle on the Flag Smashers, but I just think that there is a thing that has been kind of nerfed about their utility within the plot, that because of the reshoots and because originally this was supposed to be the first. This was supposed to come out before WandaVision came out. WandaVision was not designed, but it was because they were like, shit, we got to retool some stuff. WandaVision's kind of in the canon, is ready to go, or more ready to go. So we'll just put that one first. Because if it's just Flag Smash, I don't care.
I don't care about it at all.
See, I do. Like,
I think
invested
Cruz,
in
I think it's
them.
interesting. I think it's interesting. I think it's I think it's interesting, but I'm nowhere near as invested in them as I am in Walker.
Alex comes to the next shoot with a T-shirt that says Flag Smashers on it.
I mean, I think that a part of me also like I connect with like actors in their performances fairly easy.
Yeah,
sure.
And I've told you guys this before. I get lost in film very easily, and so I think a part of it's like I like that her character so much, and her as a because when she came up in the Solo movie,
right,
automatically I was like she for me like she commands the screen, and she's doing a really good job, and to me it's just like I feel that they're deliberately not saying it because like you're finding out a little more and more about what actually the Flag Smashers are trying to like complete or do, right? And so I'm totally invested in because I think that there's gonna be a shift with her.
Do you think that she's gonna be like, "Oh, I fucked up. I took this too far"? Do you think she's gonna say that at some? Do you think that that's gonna be a moment? Do you think she's gonna be like, "Oh, like I took this too far"?
I don't know that. I don't know that she's gonna say that she took this too far. I think she's gonna say she took it the wrong way. Like like not that it's too far, but like all right, like you know.
Is this a Carly redemption call? Are you saying Carly's going to morally redeem herself?
I think so. I would like based on this like what the ideology of the show is trying to put again, because I find myself on Isaiah's side of things, like you can't how can you pick up this shield, right? Personally, and it's like okay, but I'm not looking or expecting this show to take that road for Cap or for New Cap, Sam, right? I'm here along for the ride. I'm not looking for them to be this profound thing, but it is again respect that they're putting some sort of truth behind like actual conversations that are going on. And then with Carly, like again, don't like terrorism, but like I think she believes. Is that right? Yeah.
That's good to hear. You know,
put that in the check. Check that one off the list. Right, exactly.
There. Watch me get on like the no-fly list after this.
No, but like,
I think that the Flag Smashers and Wyatt, or at least Carly will switch, and then she's especially because I think Wyatt's going to go after her. I think that Wyatt's going to use the Flag Smashers as like he's gonna link up with them at first, and then that's when the shift within there, and it's gonna divide these Flag Smashers.
I don't know about that. I mean, I think
is that not what you said?
I think that he's dehumanized them to such a point. Like he's literally lying to people about why he killed them and how he views them in the world. Every Flag Smasher has killed Lamar.
Right. I don't think they're going to join forces.
Okay, I see what you're saying. All right, I see the disconnect now. Okay,
I think. Well, no, I think that no. But what I think is that Julie Louis-Dreyfus. I think that the.
Oh yes, that.
I think that Contessa.
Part of the equation.
I think that Contessa is going to be like, because she's clearly like. Remember what she said? She was just like, well, you clearly did everything, and like, and there's a lot of people around the country that think that you should have killed every single fucking one of them.
Right.
So what's she gonna do?
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, hey, you want to make some mad bank and go kill these fucking all these people that are responsible for the death of like your only friend, the only friend who like was even a remotely moral like compass or anchor for you at all. Do you want to do that? And she and he's gonna be like, yes, ma'am. May I have another? Like that's kind of what's gonna. I think that's what gets him.
You don't think he wants to kill Sam or Bucky? Because that's where the MMA guy and him align.
Yeah.
Could align.
I think it's all roads lead to that weird red UN room. I think everything's going to be kind of swollen around in that way.
Yeah.
I think that I honestly see Sharon being as somebody who she's going to possibly be like, oh, did you set this up? We don't know. You're kind of on the fence, like as far as who's playing who, but she's going to get into it. She makes sense as because I'm thinking about who's fighting who. Like it seems like it's because it always happens that way. And if you watch WandaVision, you would it was like Vision versus the other guy, and it was Agatha versus Wanda, and it was like and Photon versus everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like and so they have these tiered things, and so I think it's going to be. I think that Sharon is going to show up and. Because she's still working, she's still on the beat, she's going to show up to pinch Batroc. Like, I think that she's going to show up to pinch Batroc. I think that Sam is going to take on the Flag Smashers because that's kind of what Sam and Bucky are going to be there to take on the Flag Smashers. And then I think that it might end, and then Walker is going to be in the mix, and he's going to engage Sam and Bucky also at one point. So I just think that it all sort of kind of as much as I would like to keep Walker around because he is a good villain. But I think that it's all going there because he's going to show up. He's going to be this fucked up, gnarly, weird, like kind of like made the shield himself, and like it's going to be a cosplay showing up to the real thing.
Yeah.
Like Batman. At least I'm not wearing hockey pants. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be shit like
totally.
that. I
His
think that
shield's
going to
break in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, and so
let's talk about Walker for a second. I think that he was another standout dimension of this episode. He was great.
He's so good in this. Yeah, he's so good.
I think that they
Wyatt.
Yeah, good job. I think they really captured like his, as we said, Breaking Bad process in a way that makes him sympathetic without like exonerating him for the decisions that he's making. Like you can still perceive him obviously as a villain for making the decisions that he's making, even though it's torture.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of cool because then you just have a sympathetic villain, you understand his motivations. And Homeboy, just like when he's screaming at the camera, like he's giving like all this intensity that I think does get there for the character. It feels menacing. It feels like a guy who's been hurt, and like he wants to hurt other people, which is scary stuff,
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, like a lot of people, and there's also a lot of people that are talking about that. There's a Thunderbolts. Like type of thing. The Thunderbolts.
Isn't that like the villain squad? They're like the bad guys.
It's like a B squad. It's like a B like Avengers villain squad.
Okay.
Like, where it's like, and they're talking about it being like there's rumors about it being set up as in like it would be essentially Julia Louis-Dreyfus' character as like kind of almost like it's like the Suicide Squad, kind of like we're all villains, we're all doing our thing or whatever. Zemo, Walker, and then Florence Pugh's character from Black Widow has been kind of rumored to possibly be involved in that shit at some point. And that might be something that they could kind of go forward. And that would be, like I said, like, I don't know if we're going to get a season 2. I think things are going to kind of peel off and they will go into other stories. It's just because, like, that's everything that I've said, that no one's talking about season 2s of anything.
That's crazy.
Like, now, I think that they should.
I would watch 5 seasons of this shit, like instantly.
Exactly. I'm totally on board for more seasons of this. But I just know that they haven't really posited these stories as like classic television shows, like in the way that we do seasons. Which, honestly, I mean, how many times have we watched fucking shows run out of steam?
At least once in a very serious way.
Like because they, like I would almost rather them have like a succinct thing to say, a story to tell, and do it well.
This isn't Frasier.
Dr. Oh, you're over there, Dr. Frasier.
Dr. Frasier.
It's like he's like the son of like one of the like top tier leading men like throughout the 70s, 80s, and even now, like he's still. And for him to take like a pretty thankless role, like it is a role that is so kind of like weirdly pathetic, and just uneffacing to him, I think is actually, I mean, not to say it's brave for taking a fucking job with Disney or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? But insofar as like.
Brave to cast that check.
Like dipshit morons on the internet are fucking like going crazy on this guy because he played the movie good. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like
I really don't. I will never understand that. Wyatt, I think what you're trying to say is Wyatt is actually not
Captain America.
No, it was how good Wyatt. It was like how good Wyatt is at this role specifically.
Sean, put up a graphic that just has Wyatt and then the does not equal symbol with Walker on the other side and flashing fucking red lights for children that can't understand this show.
Of hot tap dancing, Christ, he is not the same person as he is on the TV. But he's done such a good job with it and been like kind of very selfless and being like, I'm going to look goofy as fuck in this suit. You know that they looked at that suit and they were like, there's a way that they could have designed that thing and made him look super dope, but they didn't. They made him look like Bo Burnham. If
you're watching the show and you hate him, he's doing a good job.
Exactly.
His job.
Right. And again, his job in the fictional fucking show that you're watching. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, so that
Thanos is not real.
And everybody, this whole fucking show is really well performed. I mean,
I was about to say across the board.
Last episode, like that scene where Bucky was like going through all of those emotions. It was so good, and I think that, and again, Mackie's killed it. Like,
that was
the cast has been great.
That was Mackie's scene in this episode.
Yes,
right?
Sure.
Like it was two great scenes.
Oh my god! All right, well, I mean, like I'm really excited to fucking to put the button on the end of this show, and it's been an awesome time with you boys. Like it's gonna be, but I mean, who knows? Like the next show that we cover together, the next thing that we cover, we're gonna be starting to do Manly Movie Mondays. But since we all got vaccinated and we're kind of hitting that 2 week latency period, we might be able to do it in the same room.
I cannot wait.
So
I cannot wait, Sean.
Sick. And we thank you guys for hanging out with us while we've been going through Falcon and the Winter Soldier. If you want to get the early and uncut coverage of these reactions, you can do so by heading on over to patreon.com/SeanTankTop. Hit us up at the Vassal tier, and so when we drop it on Friday night, Saturday morning, or etc. so forth, that's when we drop them on Patreon, and you get to see the full uncut reaction to these episodes. You get that early access, which people seem to like it. It unlocks a ton of other stuff. Also, if you can't do that, if you ain't got the scratch and you want to just help the channel out, a little like and a subscribe never hurts.
Clickety clackety, smash that like and subscribe button.
Get that thing clacking, man, absolutely. But we really do appreciate y'all very much. We'll talk to y'all later, and cut the check.
Cut the check.
Everyone know I'm wearing loungy athletic shorts on the bottom half.
Oh wait, Scott, you're wearing pants? No, I got a short side, but I've done, I would say, north of 60% of my remote shoot during the pandemic.